Good evening and welcome back to the Turf District for episode 99. 99 of these things of the Eskimo Empire podcast. I am your host Andrew, and thanks for joining in. As always, if you can, we'd appreciate you giving us a follow there on Twitter at Esk Empire Pod, and join our groups on Facebook. Facebook.com/EskEmpirePod, and of course the YouTube channel, all those fun things where we post videos like these that we are doing. So welcome aboard. We have a great show for you this week, and of course returning from the bye week, so we've got lots and lots to talk about, and we have an amazing set of fans here today as well. So let's start with the guy to my immediate left, as always, back from his wonderful vacation. It is Superfan Mike. Oh, look at, wow. Boy, I hope Jedi was watching that. That was like extra.
Special one there.
That was like
I had a week extra to plan for.
Extra, so, you know. Jazz on the jazz hands. That's pretty good. Awesome. So how you doing? How you been, man?
Good. It's been a while since we've been in here. So
I know, it's crazy.
It's good to be back.
Oh, you did get an outstanding from Jedi.
Oh,
well done. Yes, that's good. That's good. And happy podiversary to you, sir.
Yeah, 2 years ago since I first appeared on the pod, and a year since I became co-host.
That's right.
And you let me out occasionally, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now I just need you to shift this way a touch, because somebody just said any goat pictures. And to me, the goat is right there. Number 1. That's right. There we are. I hope she's not talking about current, but well, to me that's the goat right there.
Yes.
But yeah, 2 years ago you made your first appearance via Skype on the good old pod.
Yeah, right
and
before
then a year
ago,
BC. Yeah, and then a year ago you joined us permanently.
That's right.
And the show only got better. So that's
let's go with
that's
that.
Good. Just in case Hippie is watching or will be watching later, can you please show her what we are having today? So
there we are.
See, she was wondering if there was cake or cookies. So
well, there we go. It's cake for everyone.
All right, excellent. That's what I like to see. All right. Okay, that person just asked me who that was. That's Warren Moon. Definitely look that up. Warren Moon, the best quarterback to ever play the game as far as I'm concerned.
In any league. In
any league, exactly, yes. And the only one that's in both Halls of Fame.
Only as a player, yes.
Exactly. Oh, look at that. Even Shelly has joined us, who we got to meet at the tailgate on Friday.
That was great.
That was a fun tailgate.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Even Super Mom Sue came.
I know. I was so excited. Like her first tailgate.
Her first tailgate,
That's right.
I tell you.
Yes.
It's always great when people can show up. I love it. I was sad that I had to miss one 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
God, is it 2 weeks already?
It was.
And so it was nice to get back in the swing of things. And now we got a couple of weeks until we play the Saskatchewan game. So.
Exactly. Well, and somebody asked, Shelly just asked, what, no gin? I'm like, oh, there's Sucker Punch. Don't you worry. We're loaded up.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Speaking of that wonderful game 2 weeks from now, because we do want to prep for that, the order went in today for the Earthquake shirts. So we are pretty much guaranteed they should be back here by the 22nd.
A couple days before the game.
So hopefully everyone will have theirs before the game on that Friday.
Or they can pick them up at the tailgate if that's easier for them.
Exactly. So that's well on their way.
Perfect.
All right, who else is here, Superfan? Let's find out, shall we? We'll slide. There you are. Very well done. It is Quentin and Samantha Ebertz. How are you guys?
We're great. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Excellent.
I'm so glad you guys could come and be part of this, because one of the reasons that we started the podcast was to connect with more fans of the Eskimos, and obviously you guys have been fans for a while. How long have you been going to games?
We've been going together since 2005.
Oh, good year.
So yeah,
it was a good year. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you did have to live through the dark ages, but it did come back out.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Excellent.
Absolutely.
And now, were you both Eskimo fans prior to getting together, or not?
No, I was. I grew up an Eskimo fan. My parents have been season ticket holders since 1973.
Oh,
so
wow!
For a long time.
Couple of years,
so,
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I've been around for forever. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly with the team, and Samantha can tell you her story. But
I grew up in Calgary, so
Ooh.
You got better.
I was kind of born into being a Stamps fan. But when we moved up here and I met this guy, he converted me to the team.
Good
So.
man.
Atta boy, Quentin. Well,
it's worked out well.
Yeah, it has worked out well.
I'd say so, yeah.
As it turns out, real well.
Really well, yes.
Just for those people who are watching who don't know, so you guys a few weeks back were lucky enough you won the massive 50-50. I want to get more into that on the podcast, but just give us a snapshot of what that moment was like when you realized, holy crap, we have the right number. Yeah, like.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal, to be honest with you. So we found out on the Saturday morning, so I guess that's the 15th of July, and watching the news in the morning, and I was up early. Samantha was still sleeping, and they posted the number on the screen.
Yeah.
And I saw the first three numbers were 235, and I thought, geez, I always look at the 50-50 before I put it in my wallet, just to get the first two or three numbers down.
Yeah.
And
then you know if it's worth looking at the rest.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I was like, man, I think ours is 235. So I get out the ticket, and I see the top numbers 235, 459, and the winning number is 466. So it's like, oh, we missed it by 7 numbers.
Scroll down.
Get down to the third from the bottom. I'm like, oh man, there it is. And,
Yeah.
and time just stopped, and it could have been 2 seconds. It could have been an hour for all I knew at that point, but I'm pretty sure it was only a couple seconds. And then I bolted upstairs to wake up Sam. And
I was gonna say, I'm guessing she woke up rather quickly.
Yeah.
Bolt up right.
So it was pretty surreal, and it was a great moment, obviously, at that point. So yeah, it was good.
That's fantastic. And now, when you contacted the Eskimos and said, "Okay, I have this number," like what was that? Like, what was the response?
I will tell you a funny story about that. So after we got ourselves together, and our son, we have a little 2-year-old son, he woke up, and of course we're hugging and crying and phoning parents and all that kind of stuff.
Bet.
And we were just waiting for the Eskimo store to open. And
Checking our watch.
It's like 9:01. Hello.
So we didn't phone. We just went straight there.
Yeah.
And
good idea. Yeah.
when we walked into the team store, it was actually pretty funny because there was a couple that was buying something, and they were paying for it at the front. I don't know if they're getting a jersey or something. And they turned around and they looked at us and they said, "You guys are here because you won the 50-50, right?" And I said, "You never know." And we just kept walking behind them and kind of played it cool, and because we wanted to make sure that everybody was gone from the store at that point. So
no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So once they left, we went up to the.
And I was like, funny story, and I slid the ticket across. And the kid's like, no way.
He was
Are
probably
you
21 years old,
serious?
kid working there, and he went white. He's like, "Did you win?" So it was a pretty cool.
Okay,
cool
that might go down as one of the best power moves ever. Like, speaking of which, zip, there's it. Like, I could just. That's like, that moment would have been rather amazing.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. So now, I actually got to meet you guys because then the next game was, of course, the BC game, and we were all sitting in the presidential suite together.
Yep.
And what was that experience like for you guys?
Fantastic.
Having been fans for this long.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it was really cool. It was neat to experience a game from sort of the executive level and just actually see how some of the board of directors and Len himself watch a game and appreciate actually what's going on and seeing that they're just as nervous as we are and that
they were
kind of thing.
everyone was so welcoming too, which
Awesome.
was great.
100%,
Like everyone came out to us, and it was like a family in there. So it was pretty cool.
It was really cool.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the fact that, I mean, we talked obviously during the game and had those fan moments, but then after the game, so it was you guys and Nicole and I, and then Jace and I can't remember her name. It's
I know,
totally blanked
we
on
were
me.
talking about
but-
it, we can't
But
remember
Len's
it.
kids.
Yeah.
And we were just standing on the patio just talking football for almost an hour after the game, and it just felt so comfortable. Like you said, it felt like we had known each other forever, but everyone was just such a big Eskimo fan.
Yeah, it was cool. And during that point, it was actually really cool because I never once got the feeling that Len wanted us to leave either.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
he would have
No.
been fine having
Yeah.
us there. He saw that we were enjoying it and having a good time, and he didn't make any.
Comes to work Monday,
Gestures.
we're still there.
Need more coffee.
Where'd that server girl go? I'm a little shy on my Caesar drink here. What's going on? Have you had one of those moments yet of like, okay, like that you got to meet somebody out of this that you didn't expect to?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, Len was one of them for sure.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. We got to inside the suite. We got to meet Patrick LaForge, and never thought
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
meet him. A guy that's been entrenched in the Edmonton business community forever, right? So that was cool. Brian Hall, we got to meet him, so that was pretty cool.
The legend.
The legend, yeah. So
Yes.
that was pretty cool. Got to spend a little bit of time with Brock, and so that was cool. And
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'd say.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to get more into your fandom on the show and more about some of these other stories and everything. But thank you guys for coming down to be part of this. I'm so excited that you're here.
Thank you for having us.
So, Superfan, anything else you want to add as we get ready to record here?
Not a whole lot. I did just pick this up. This is a beauty.
Oh, look at that's what I was hoping you were going to show. Yeah,
There we
look
are.
at
So
that. Yeah.
it's a book about the history of the league, 69 to 82. It's the third out of 4 that was written by Frank Cosentino. He was an Eskimo quarterback in the mid to late 60s during sort of the dark ages when no one really remembers. But he's also a sports historian. He's written a lot of books on the CFL, on the NHL. I just picked it up out the door on the way here. So I haven't even had a chance to really look into it. But if anyone wants a copy, just look up Frank Cosentino on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. You can order directly from him. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic book.
Awesome. It's so odd that you would have another history book. I mean,
It's weird.
so unlike you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I mean, the colors are good, right? So
Yeah. Just wait till later when I'll just warn you guys now. Later on, Mike is going to throw out some fact from like 1967
all
in
good.
Game 3, and
Yeah.
both of you are going to be slack-jawed. And
Yeah.
it happens every time.
yeah.
So glad, that, of course, that you're part of the show, Superfan,
Yes, thank
and again, happy podiversary. And,
Yeah.
and you better hand out cupcakes.
Get those
to everyone
cakes,
while
yeah.
I do the rest. Here we go. All right, so the show is out. Should be out Wednesday. All right, Wednesday.
Late Wednesday,
Superfan's
early.
amazing.
Yeah.
So he's gonna pound this together and have that out tomorrow because, of course, our big game is on Thursday against the
It
Red
is.
Blacks in Ottawa. So the watch party is at First Round, actually,
First Round
downtown. I would love to say I am going, but I am doing volunteering at the Folk Fest for my son's football team. So,
well done.
you gotta help, gotta get those volunteer hours.
Right.
in. Uncle BD, thank you. You just beat me to the punch. Best wishes to Blake Dermott, of course, friend of the show, and hope he's doing okay. It sounds like everything went well, so can't wait to have him, back in action as far as with the Ched guys, but also we'll hopefully get a chance to catch up with him here before too long. So. What else do I got to go here? We got lots on the show there on, like I said, tomorrow, game on Thursday. If you need tickets to any CFL game, don't forget to follow seatgiant.ca. They help us a little bit, and you can go in there, find tickets for any CFL game, any concert event, any theater event, any of those types of things. It's all in Canadian dollars, and use the code FIRETRACKER to get your discount off, and that also helps the show because then they know where you found them from. So seatgiant.ca. Make sure you're following in for the Empire points as well. We've got one more week of the posted videos of the Patreon song, so make sure you're doing that. That's 100 Empire points, and we've only had one person who's taken advantage of it, but they did twice. So
There we go.
200 points didn't take very long. So make sure you're doing that. And, of course, get into the top 10. Find us on Twitter. Find us on Facebook. Find us on YouTube. Join the Empire. We'd love to have you as part of the Empire. I know, Leanne, it's been a sad couple of days. We're going to talk about that on the show. And we will, I guess, we'll have the show tomorrow. I guess we'll absolutely talk to you then. And go